I get to show my versatility defensively. I have a 7'2" wingspan, so I get to use that and use my strength and just try to stop guys from scoring. So it's fun, and I love doing it. So,
how do you snap a Golden State Warrior 6-game win streak? Well, the answer to this question has a lot of steps to it, and it really stems from the trade deadline where the Dallas Mavericks went out there and got PJ Washington, a player that is adaptable and can do everything on the court. He is a defensive juggernaut that could read lanes, and when Luka Doncic is out in a very important game, he is willing to step up and take that load alongside Kyrie Irving. Before we get any further though, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get right into it. So in the trade deadline, the Dallas Mavericks went out there and got PJ Washington. They needed a player kind of like Dorian Finney-Smith that they had a while ago, so they went out and got PJ Washington. He can space out the floor, play some defense for you, and that's perfect when you got Luka that attracts a lot of double teams. The way PJ Washington gets a lot of his buckets is off the other team's double teams and kick out passes for the eventual PJ Washington three-pointer. And they did that all night against the Warriors. But let me break down some film so you really understand how this happened. On this play, Dante Exum is in a play that Luka Doncic really likes to run a lot, and this is running directly at the rim and attracting 3 defenders to eventually kick it out for PJ Washington, and PJ Washington hits the three-pointer. And if you're wondering who double teams Dante Exum, like why does PJ Washington have a wide open shot? Well, when you look right back at the clip, Daniel Gafford is spotted up in the paint, so now there is a lob threat and a wide open 3. So you have 2 options really. But these plays keep on going because Daniel Gafford gets the ball in the paint and he sees that Stephen Curry is sleeping, bro. So what he does is that he throws the ball and kicks it out to PJ Washington, and PJ just throws it over Curry and hits a spot up 3. Once again, PJ's length allows him to shoot over players at times, so even if they close out on him, it's not really gonna work. But trust me, these plays get even crazier because Dante Exum and PJ Washington work together so well. Over here, Dante Exum brings the ball down the left side, and he knows that there's a PJ Washington trailing right behind him. So what he does is that he seals off 2 defenders and just throws it to PJ for an easy three-pointer. Once again, 100,000 IQ play there. But in my opinion, the most underrated aspect of PJ Washington's game is his defense. The dude is 6'7", but has a 7'2.5" wingspan, which gives him the ability to really keep his hands out there and grab a lot of steals and bring the ball down in transition, which the Dallas Mavericks love to do. And well, against the Golden State Warriors, this was on full display. On this play, as Chris Paul is bringing the ball down in transition, he just stops at the three-point line and looks around. The dude thinks he has a wide open 3, but look at PJ Washington. Stretches his hands out and just blocks that and grabs the ball for the Dallas Mavericks to run it down in transition. But trust me, the block party just began because when Stephen Curry comes off the screen, he feeds it to Trayce Jackson-Davis, but PJ Washington gets into the paint and jumps up vertically to not only negate any foul calls by the refs, but to stay up there and also block it at the same time. That is skill right there. But this next play I'm about to show you shows that PJ Washington likes to watch a lot of film on the Golden State Warriors and their lob passes. Watch this play. Over here, the Warriors run an off-ball screen for Klay Thompson, and this usually attracts 2 defenders. And if you watch the LeBron James and JJ Redick podcast, they mentioned that the Warriors love to counter with a Draymond Green alley-oop, and PJ Washington knew this. Draymond Green grabs the ball, and instantly PJ goes and jumps as high as he can to grab that ball out of the air and negate that alley-oop. And once again, the Dallas Mavericks are running the ball down in transition. In the playoffs, PJ Washington is a very, very good player, and I think I'd rather have him over Dorian Finney-Smith any day of the week. But now let's move on to the other aspect of PJ's defensive game, and this is reading the passing lanes with his 7'2" wingspan, and he's very good at this. Over here, as Stephen Curry drives into the paint, PJ knows that he's going to try to find the Moses Moody in the corner, and he was right as he reads the passing lane and grabs a steal. And especially in playoff games and close games, one steal could be the reason why you win the game. and in this case, he's gotten multiple blocks and steals, and the Mavericks won by 2 points. But on this next play is where his fundamental defense really helps him out here. He steps into Draymond Green a little bit and waves his hands around, and this enables a ball to ricochet off his hand and it bounce off Podziemski, and once again, they bring the ball down in transition. PJ is such an underrated player that does not get talked enough in the NBA. When he was with the Hornets, he was playing solid basketball, but right now he's playing winning basketball. And tonight, PJ Washington got a game winner, and he got a very good pass for a pretty simple layup for PJ. But this reminded me of something very hilarious. PJ Washington technically got a game winner against the Cavaliers until Max Strus shot a full court shot and made it to absolutely break the heart of Mavs fans, and especially PJ Washington. But here's what Mavs players and coaches had to say about PJ's performance after the game.
His performance tonight?
It was spectacular, man. Much needed. You could tell it was going to be a special night, just based off how he started the game, and that's what we need, especially when we don't have certain guys in the lineup, and we need that offensive firepower. And he came out and did it on both ends of the floor, so I'm grateful for him, man.
I asked him if he was a little more aggressive with Luka out. Do you think he was? Did you see that?
I think he just picked and chose his spots and took what the defense gave him, but also, there's a little bit more aggressiveness that, opportunities are there. So I think he took full advantage of them.
PJ, we've seen this before. PJ, being able to catch and finish. He did it in Cleveland. He does it again tonight. I thought PJ was great for us. He stepped up offensively and on the defensive end.
How impressive was PJ overall?
He was good. He was good on both ends. He stepped up offensively, and then on the defensive end, he's been doing it for us all season, since he's been here in the trade. So, but we needed someone not be able to give us some points, and I thought he did a great job of just rhythm, catch and shoot, or putting the ball on the floor. And then we played small, so his ability to roll and catch and finish was big tonight for us.
I love how he's getting praise from his players, and especially Kyrie Irving. And going into the playoffs, this is the player that you need on your roster. And let me know in the comment section how much you think PJ is going to average in the playoffs. Hopefully he's out there grabbing a block and a steal a game. If you enjoyed today's vid, make sure you smash that like and smash that subscribe if you are new to the channel. That's been all for your boy Mavsy Hoops. I will catch you guys in the next one.
With PJ Washington, your first game winner as a Dallas Maverick, how does it feel?
Feels great. It just feels great to get obviously a dub. We owed them one, and coming back and getting 2 wins at the house, it feels great. So I'm excited.
You had